Okay, so I'm recording this video for like the third time because I keep missing points and they're important points. But hi guys, I am back to you with another video. My name is Miriam Rose or Rose Golden, however you would like to call me, or whoever you would like to call me, or you can call me Miriam, Mary, it doesn't matter. Um, it's just ginger ale. I'm not a drinker like that. Um, but yeah, so I decided to start a series on self love. Now, I'm going to be going through the different steps, the different obstacles you're going to face. And today, I just want to talk about an obstacle that I've been facing this week. Um, and it's basically being accepting or not accepting because I'm not accepting it as is. Now, I want to start off by reading you the definition of self love. So, self love, by definition, is regard of one's own well being and happiness, chiefly considered as a desirable rather than narcissistic characteristic. Now, I've been going through some things with some family members over the last few years. Excuse me, I'm getting over a cold. But I've been going through some things with some family members over the last few years. And basically, my mom passed a couple of years ago, and mothers or grandmothers are usually the glue of the family. So when they pass, the whole family separates. And um, I already experienced that with my grandma passing years ago with my secondary family, but with my immediate family, with my mother passing, I started experiencing that as well. Now I'm the youngest of all, and basically I was accepting of what was before. It was probably a veil over it a little bit just because my mom was around, but since she passed, everybody's true feelings came to light. And at this point, I'm sad that it did, but I'm happy that it did because it's teaching me to learn what is acceptable and what's not acceptable, especially on this path that I'm on of learning to love myself properly. Now, the first step is self acceptance. You have to be able to accept yourself as is. If somebody could bring up something that you did in the past and it still hurts you, you still got a lot of growing to do. You got to be understanding that we are all going to make errors in life and we're going to always make errors. But as long as you're aware that it's not something that is right and you're working and striving to correct it, who are they to hold that against you? There's a difference between constructive criticism and just blatant criticism. You know, there's a difference between a loving person saying, I love you, I appreciate you, but you've been doing some things recently or you've done some things, and I feel like you need to take these steps to get over that. Versus someone, oh, you think you all that, or you think you this, and this. Excuse me, but you used to do this, or you be doing this, and this. Like that's not constructive at all. That's not constructive criticism. You don't have to accept that as is. I mean, you can listen to what they have to say, you can reflect on what they're saying, but that doesn't make what they're saying reality. Somebody's perception is their own reality. The way people go about saying and doing things, that's their own reality. That's not something that you have to accept, and that's something that I've learned through both personal experience and through counseling. My counselor has walked me through these steps as well. Now, that was a lot. On your path, when you're learning to love yourself properly, or once you get to the point of loving yourself the correct way, you stop accepting all love as love because everybody may give love. Shit, some people probably just fake give love, but all love that you're receiving is not good love. You don't have to accept it in your life just to say that you have somebody. Sometimes it is better to just be by yourself, especially if you're letting people know that the way that they're making you feel isn't acceptable and they can't accept it, or they see it as you being argumentative or trying to argue, you need to walk away from that situation, because that's not something that you need to have yourself in. You shouldn't belittle yourself or put yourself in a small box because somebody else told you to. You don't have to accept that. You don't. That's not what God put us on this planet for. It's just to accept anything and everything. As you see, no 2 days are the same. Well, they probably are, but they're not exactly the same. You're not wearing the same clothes every day, or you're not going to feel the same way every day. Feelings and emotions change, yes, but that's because we're going to always go through different things in life, and God is showing you that on a daily basis. You don't have to accept that. If you walk away from that, God might open the door for you for something even better. And that even goes into the terms of family as well. Like, that's why we have the options of making our own families, because if your immediate family can't love you right, you can make your own little family and give them that proper love that you wanted. And giving them that proper love, that probably will help you to learn to love yourself as well. But usually I don't suggest people have kids if they are 100%, because kids can take a toll on you anyway emotionally, especially giving birth to children as a woman. That can have a toll on you. I don't have any kids because I do have my own emotional things that I'm going through right now. So that's like something that I'm not even looking at putting myself in right now until I'm 100% stable in every way. That's when I want to start having kids. Um, but yeah, you don't have to be accepting of just any love just for the sake of saying somebody loves you. You got to put up those boundaries. You got to let people know, like, hey, I don't appreciate that. I don't respect that. You know, and if they can't, again, then you just got to walk away from it. Excuse me, y'all. And it is going to be a trial, of course, especially if there are people that you have been around all your life. But you come first. How do you expect somebody to love you properly if you don't love yourself properly? How do you expect somebody to respect you if you don't put up those boundaries for them to respect? And if you put up the boundaries but you keep coming back, they're not going to take you seriously. And that's what I'm starting to understand as well. And I've been taking my space. If you miss me enough, you'll correct your actions and we can come back together. Because if there was an error on my end, I would want you to do the same thing to me. Let me know and take your space if need be. And don't come back, or yeah, don't come back until I've corrected it on my end and I come to you first. That's how it should be. um but yeah, that's just video number one. Sorry, this is like my third time recording it, so I'm like trying to make sure I'm getting everything out, because the first time it flowed but it was fucking up. The second time I forgot mad stuff, so I'm like, let me just start over. So yeah, that's the first step: being accepting of who you are, accepting of the fact that things are going to change, and accepting of the fact that you can't accept everything as love. So yeah, that's gonna be it for this video for today. If you want, you can like, comment, and subscribe. I'm gonna get better at this over time. This is just awkward right now because I feel like I'm talking to myself. Uh, but yeah, please, if you would like, you could like, comment, and subscribe. And yeah, just let me know if you're going through the same thing. If you're going to follow this step, let me know how it's going for you once you start. Or if you're currently following the step, let me know how it's going for you, because it is hard. It is lonely sometimes. But, you know, as long as you got you and you got God, you really don't need too much so of anybody else. Um, but yeah, you guys stay golden, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.